Hello, good day everyone. It's me, Giselle. And this video is something about ethics of care in educational practice. Education is more than just the transmission of knowledge. It is deeply human practice rooted in relationships. The ethics of care in educational practice emphasizes the importance of empathy, attentiveness, and genuine concern for students' well-being. By placing care at the heart of teaching, educators can create a more meaningful, inclusive, and transformative learning experience. The philosophical question that I wanted to raise is that, can an ethic of care in education coexist with the demand for academic objectivity and standardization? This question invites deep reflection on the tension between personalized, compassionate care and impersonal systems of assessment that often dominate modern education. This was emphasized by two influential thinkers in feminist philosophy and educational theory. These are Carol Gilligan and Nell Noddings. They are best known for their work on the ethics of care. And it challenges us to consider whether truly caring relationships with their emphasis on empathy, emotional responsiveness, and context can flourish in environments driven by metrics, rankings, and standardized expectations. And my claim for that is, an ethic of care can enrich educational practice, but its values often stand in conflict with the rigid demands of academic objectivity and standardization, which tend to marginalize the emotional, relational, and contextual dimensions of teaching and learning. And I wanted to emphasize 3 points in this video. The first point is conflict between individual needs and uniform expectation. According to Jost J.P. in his article published in 2021 about why should an ethics of care matter in education, the ethics of care prioritizes attentiveness to individual students' emotional and intellectual needs. Standardized systems, however, impose uniform benchmarks that may disregard personal struggles, cultural backgrounds, and different learning paces, which reducing education in a one-size-fits-all model that contradicts the very essence of care. The second point that I wanted to emphasize is that tension between emotional engagement and impartiality. According to Tompkins and Bristow, in their article published in 2023 about evidence-based practice and ethics of care, what works and what matters, they emphasize that academic objectivity often requires educators to distance themselves emotionally to ensure fairness. Yet care ethics values emotional presence and relational closeness. This raises a question: can teachers genuinely care while remaining detached enough to be objective, or so emotional engagement a necessary part of ethical teaching? And the third point that I wanted to emphasize is that institutional pressures and ethical resistance. It was emphasized by Parsons and McCartney in the article about how care teaching from the ethics of care for more equitable learning environments. This talks about the systems driven by test scores, outcomes, and rankings often leave little room for ethical responsiveness and compassionate flexibility. Educators who adopt a caring approach may find themselves resisting institutional norms, raising the possibility that practicing care in such context in itself a form of ethical defense. As a conclusion, the ethics of care in education reminds us that teaching is not just about delivering knowledge, but about forming meaningful, compassionate relationships with students. While standardization and objectivity aim for fairness, they can overlook the emotional and personal needs of learners. A caring approach brings attention to the human side of education, where empathy, attentiveness, and moral responsibility matter. Balancing care with academic standards can lead to more inclusive and effective learning environments. Ultimately, education grounded in care helps students grow not only intellectually, but also emotional and ethical. Thank you very much for listening, and good day, everyone.